I haven't got it open. Just let me know when it comes up. Okay, right then. Good evening, everyone. And this is the Roadrunner, and welcome to the Wii Sports Club Lowest Score Tournament. Tonight is the losers semi-final B match, Cedrik versus EpicCrossover. The winner of this match will move on to the loser final, and they will play either Cringe Daisy or Alaska, who will be going in the semi-final A match. So we're about to find out shortly which 18-hole course they're going to play. So it's 18 holes for this match. So there's Classic Resort, Resort Lakeside, and there's also Lakeside Classic as well. And it's I would say the best one of the lot. Classic Resort, no Lakeside to worry about. So expect lots of birdies in this match. So it is a good combination, Classic Resort. Plenty of eagle opportunities as well as birdies. So for this first hole, it will be Cedrik to play first, then EpicCrossover second. And then the order in which they go first will depend on their previous form in the previous hole. So whoever's playing better will be going first in the next hole, and so on and so forth. So we're going to start off then with a classic half. The best 9-hole course in the game, I would say. So here we go. So Cedrik to go first. He's got quite a good wind here. It's not too bad. That's a good drive. Has a good chance for birdie here. Shot looks good, and that's a great opening shot. He's got a great chance for birdie here to start off the match. So this is for birdie. Cedrik opens up his match with a birdie. Epic, you can now start. And Epic has got a southeast wind here. So a little tricky, but nothing too bad. No problem for Epic. Nice drive there. In a good position for his second shot. A little bit short, but he is on the green, so he has still got the chance for birdie. C1 is quite a flat green. And that's a great putt. So both of them start off with a birdie, so therefore it would be the same order as on the first hole. Cedrik to go first, then Epic. Cedrik with a west wind to contend with here. Just a little bit over. Is he on the fringe? Oh, he just about hangs onto the green. It's good to stay on the green because you do have that blue line to help you aim your shot. If you're on the fringe, it is a little bit more difficult because you won't have that blue line. All right. And you've still got the line. That's interesting. But yeah, Cedrik's this is for birdie. And that's a great putt. 2 birdies. So Epic can now go. And that's a great shot as well. Again, a good chance for birdie. If Epic gets this, it'll be the same order on the next hole. Oh, just sneaks in on the right-hand side. So it's the same order again. Cedrik, then Epic for the third hole. So the first of the par 5s. This one can be eagled in more or less most win conditions here. Because especially as you have got that shortcut on the left-hand side. Cedrik deciding to play safe. But this shot looks good. Perfect. Right in the middle of the fairway. And you can see Epic's got a quite a strong south wind, but it's not. It should be okay to get on the island. So this is Cedrik's second shot. And that's a fantastic shot on the green in 2. And a great chance for eagle. This will be the first one of the match. Cedrik then for eagle. Slight slope to contend with here. Oh, unlucky. Just clipped the edge and went right round. That was unlucky. Should still get the birdie, and he does. It's not too bad. He can still get the birdie. It's 3 for 3. So Epic can now go. And he successfully reaches the shortcuts. So even with that strong south wind, he's still got a good chance for eagle. Makes that eagle a little bit more difficult, but it is still possible. Let's see if we can get on the green in 2. And that wind just unfortunately pushed that ball back. But he does still end up on the fringe. And he's not too far away here, so he's got a great chance here for eagle. And he would take the lead and he would go first on C4, the next hole, if he gets it. And that is a great putt. First eagle of the match. So Epic will now go first on C4, the 4th hole. Cedrik will go second. So we now have the tie for the lead broken. Epic's now taking the lead with 4 under par. Cedrik with 3 under par. That's unlucky there from Epic. And you can see there, he had a really strong wind behind him. So that really pushed the ball all across the green. When you get those kind of winds on these kind of holes, it's very, very tricky to keep the ball under control and on the green. But he does still get the par. That's not a bad result there. He's still 4 for 4. Cedrik can now go. That's a great shot.
Nice one.
This is for birdie to go -4 alongside Epic. So he does get it. So they're both now tied for the lead. Cedrik's going to go first because he birdied the last hole. So Cedrik first, then Epic second. So like C3, this can be equalled in most wind conditions. In fact, they've both more or less got the same wind here. A 4 meters southeast wind. Bearing in mind, they're not playing online here, so the odds of that happening, they're both getting more or less exactly the same wind, are very, very low. Let's see if Cedrik can get on the green in 2 here. Oh, just not quite enough power in the bunker. But he's still got a great chance for birdie. He's nice and close on the third shot. Now, he did do a chip-in from the bunker in practice not too long ago. He's not too far away from doing it again there. So he's got a good chance for birdie here. So this will take him to 5 under after 5. And he gets it. Epic can now go. Epic with the same wind conditions as Cedrik. Just overshoots it, goes into the rough. Because he has got wind assistance here, he could still reach the green too, despite going on the rough. And this shot, oh, look at this. This is a great shot. That was a brilliant shot. Sneaks past the bunker. Oh, well, unlucky for him. He's got control it well. It looks as if his battery's gone flat. Good thing it's not a speed run. It'll be a rip otherwise. But that was a great shot there from the rough as well. And of course, from the rough, you have a lot less accuracy. So that was a really good shot. This is to retake the lead. Oh, unlucky. Very close. There's a deceptive green there. Tricky putt to read, but that was a great attempt. This is for the birdie, and they're both 5 for 5. There is a stamp in this game where if you get the ace of I believe it's the ace of clubs or something similarly named, where if you get an 18 underscore after 18 holes, they're both on perfect pace, 5 for 5. Very good start from both of them. So as you can see, Cedrik going first because they both tied. They both got birdie on the last hole, but because Cedrik's the first player on the top left, he goes first by default. But also as well, it's because of the previous hole, Cedrik got the birdie. So if there is a tie on the previous hole, then it's the last previous hole before that is taken into account as to who goes first. Cedrik first, Epic second in this one. So if they tie again here, then Cedrik will again go first because of hole 4. Just reaches the fringe there. Let's see what we can do here. And that's a great shot. Great birdie. Staying on perfect pace, 6 for 6. So Epic can now go. Great drive. Couldn't have really done that much better, really. As close as you can get, really, without going in the rough. Nice shot. Yeah, it's got a slightly tricky wind here. Nice use of backspin. Just slightly overshot it, but he is on the green. Good use of backspin there to control the ball. So this is for birdie. Oh, and again, just misses it on the left-hand side. Great attempt. So this is for par. Cedrik will be going first on C7. Or Classic 7. Epic will go second. Now you can take the shortcut through the trees on the right-hand side here. And in ideal wind conditions, you can get an eagle putt chance. But unfortunately, that was a bit of a dodgy wind there for Cedrik. That's probably the worst wind you can get, really. An east wind. And he's a bit of a tricky position here as well. He's going for the driver shot. Needs to try and clip the bunker if he can to slow the ball down. And that was a great shot. Really, really good shot there. Played that shot perfectly. Uses the bunker to slow the ball down nicely. Rolls onto the green. Great chance for birdie. So 7 for 7 if he gets it. Gets the birdie. So this being a double elimination tournament, and this being in the losers bracket, whoever loses this match will be eliminated from the tournament. So far, they're both playing really, really well here. Really well. Epic playing the shortcut. Just overshot it slightly. It's always tricky, though, that is, to get the eagle. But still a great birdie. So they did tie on 7, but because Cedrik got the birdie on 6, he will go first, then Epic second. So if there is a tie on the previous hole before that's taken into account, then the previous one before that until the tie is broken. That's how whoever goes first works. And that's a great shot there again from Cedrik. Really good shot. Sets up a great birdie chance. So this for 8 for 8. This is a tricky par 3. This is really, really tricky because you haven't got quite a considerable uphill. And therefore, to reach the green, you need to use a spoon or the driver. And obviously, with that comes a lot less accuracy. Just overshot there, but that's not a bad attempt for C8. Could still birdie it from here. As you can see, the green's still quite flat from his position, so we could use the wedge or the putter here. Going for the putter. This for birdie. And a fantastic shot there indeed. So Cedrik will go first again, because even though they tied again, we'll go back to C6. Cedrik got the birdie there, so he will go first. Epic second, and that's an unfortunate win there. So you won't be able to go on the left island. Unlucky there. It is still possible to eagle, even with these sort of wins. But he is still quite far away from that top island. Let's see what he does here. Looks as if he's playing it safe. And given this tournament, I don't blame him. Excuse me, I don't blame him. So he's still got a great chance for birdie. So now he's in the prime position to attack that green on the third shot, set up the birdie chance. Just got to be careful with this wind. It can push the ball, slow the ball down considerably, and get you short of the green, but he got that spot on there. So as you can see, he was just on the fringe there, so he hasn't got that blue line to help him out. So these are trickier putts to make without that blue line to help you control, position the shot. Oh, and that's a great birdie. 9 for 9. A perfect classic. 9 for 9 for Cedrik. Really good stuff. So Epic can now go. He's red-lined it, though. This is curving. He's very fortunate to avoid the out of bounds. But he does make it safely onto that left island. So this is going to be a tricky shot here. Now, first of all, can he reach that island? He does. And look at this shot. That was a fantastic shot from the rough. Really good shot. He couldn't have played that much better. He has got a chance here for eagle and to go 9 under. And look at this. Oh, what a shot that is. What a fantastic start from both players here. Both of them on 9 under par. Really, really good. So Epic will now go first because he got the eagle there. So he will go first. Cedrik will go second. This is a fantastic standard here. The standard in the tournament in general has been fantastic. And it's showing here. Really good stuff from both players. 9 under after halfway. So now they will move on to Resort. Resort being harder than Classic. But definitely not as hard as Lakeside. And they haven't got Lakeside here. So like I said, because they've got the Classic Resort 18, lots of birdie and eagle opportunities and great scores. And you can see it here already. Just slightly under-hit the shot, but this is one of the flattest greens in the game. So still a good chance for birdie. And he gets it. So 10 for 10 for Epic. Cedrik can now go, and he's got a really strong east wind to contend with here. And the problem with Club is that unlike the original Wii Sports game and Resort, the same wind readings can produce much stronger winds on Club. They injected the wind with... Yeah, they injected the wind with steroids in this game, so a 10-metre wind in this game is a lot stronger than 10 metres on Resort. But it's not too much to the side. It's more like a southeast wind, so this shouldn't be too bad. Nice use of little bit of backspin there. Great chance for birdie. Great birdie. Epic will go first again because he got the eagle on 9. So it'll be Epic first, Cedrik second. And that is a fantastic shot there. Really good shot there from Epic. Again, a great chance for birdie. $11 for 11. Really good stuff. Another birdie there from Epic. So Cedrik's got a really strong north wind here to contend with. Really strong north wind. It's going to be a tricky one, this. This can easily fly across the green with that sort of wind. But he's got that one spot on. That was a great shot. So this is for birdie. So they will stay neck and neck on the 11 under. And they do. They tie again here, but it does mean Epic will go first again. Again, we go back to that eagle on 9. So Epic first, Cedrik second. Harder to eagle this hole than the ones on Classic, but with the right wind conditions and sometimes a good curve shot to get round these trees that you will see in a second. So these trees can make this eagle a lot harder. Slightly awkward wind here for the eagle as well. And that's the problem with R3, because you got those 2 trees in the way, effectively almost blocking the green. You've got a very small gap to get through. Unfortunately for Epi, he hit the side of that gap, if you like, and unlucky there. And a little short there as well, but he has still got the chance for birdie. He's not too far away, and the pin's in a good location. So we could either chip this or putt this. And Epic's putting is just on fire at the moment. That's another great shot. That's his 6th consecutive birdie or better score. The past 6 holes, he's got 1 eagle and 5 birdies. Really good stuff. 12 for 12. So Cedrik then, using a bit of curve shot to compensate for the wind. Great first shot. Let's see what he can do on the second here. Again, really awkward for the eagle here. He's trying to cut, and again, unlucky. Really, really tricky R3 to get the eagle. If it weren't for those 2 trees, this could be eagled a lot more. Unfortunately, another thing about club in comparison to Resort and OG, the trees that I find personally anyway are a lot thicker in this game. So even if you just brush them, you get a full-on hit, and it stops the ball completely. Cedrik unlucky there, just hitting the bunker. Can still chip this. Like I said, he did chip in a bunker shot earlier. Unlucky. This for par. Gets it. So that does mean Epic's go first again. Cedrik second. The Epic's now got a 1-stroke lead on 12 under par. Cedrik 11. They're both still playing absolutely brilliant. This is a really good standard. Just slightly overshot it, but he just hangs on to avoid the rough. And the rough, of course, you have a lot less accuracy. So again, you could putt this or use the wedge here to do the chip in. Oh, just overshoots it. It's going to be a tricky here for the par. It's got a bit of slope going both directions here to consider. Oh, sneaks in. Great par save. So that does give Cedrik a chance to tie the lead. He's got a great wind here. These can't, I say wind. There's no wind at all. It's a great hole in one chance here. Hangs on to the green. So if he gets his birdie, he will go first on the next hole. And he will claw back to tie the lead. And they'll both be on the 12 under par. Unlucky. That was a great attempt. So for the par, gets it. So because of hole 12, Epic will go first again. Cedrik will go second. And Epic's got quite a good wind here. He's got a decent eagle chance with this sort of wind. Good drive there. Not the most ideal wind, I would say, for the eagle, but we'll see what he can do here. Judging by the camera angle, he does look like he has a lot of momentum. And look at this. He does just reach the fringe. That was a good shot there. So a great chance for eagle here. And look at this. This is going to be close. Oh! So close to the eagle. His putting has been fantastic. So this is for birdie. Gets it. So he goes to 13 under par after 14 holes. Really good score at the moment. Cedrik here with a very similar wind. Great opening drive. So again, he's got a half chance for an eagle here. Let's see what Cedrik can do. A full driver shot. Again, this looks like it's got a lot of momentum to the ball here. The eagle could be a great way for him to tie the scorecard on 13 under apiece. He's on the green, and this is for eagle. Oh, look at this. Oh! So unlucky. That was so close.
Bro, that should have went in.
I was just thinking that as well. That should have gone in. That was very unlucky there. But he does get the birdie. And it's definitely not over yet. There's only one stroke apart with 4 holes to go. Now, in the last match, which I didn't commentate, but I did watch, the last match was Tyler versus Cedrik in the winner's semi-final B. That went to sudden death, and it took 6 rounds of sudden death to decide that. And at this rate, we could potentially be heading for sudden death because they're both playing fantastic. Epic had a good wind here. A north wind's quite ideal for this because you can get past those trees. And as you can see here, you had a clear line at the green there and a great chance for birdie. So this will take him to 14 under par. And he gets it. Great shot there indeed. Now, if Epic's able to find an eagle somewhere on the next 3 holes and birdie the other 2, he would achieve perfection. 18 under after 18. Which on Wii Sports Club, which is a very difficult game, would be absolutely amazing. He's still on course for a great score anyway. But that's something to consider. He's playing fantastic. And so Cedrik, remember, he's not far behind here. He's only 1 stroke away. Really good standard being played here from both of them. And again, Cedrik had a good wind here, so hopefully he should be clear of that tree just to the right-hand side of him. He is clear. Just overshoots it slightly, but he avoids that rough. So he does have the accuracy needed to try and potentially get this putt. So this is for birdie. And this is to stay within 1 of the lead. He had to redline it, and he did. Oh, and again! The game has been horrible to Cedrik with the putting here. That also looked as if it should have got in. So Epic's to go first here, then Cedrik. So Epic now's got a 2-stroke lead here. Or 14 under, Cedrik on 12 under. But again, certainly not over yet. They're both playing fantastic. And this is the problem with, as I say, with club. The wind is on steroids in this game. So what looks like a very light wind can be multiplied. And there's more advanced physics in this game as well. So the more tree cover there is, the less the wind pushes the ball. It's like on the next hole, R8, it's very exposed. So on strong winds, the ball flies all over the place. Oh, and look at that shot. Nearly got the chip in. Nicely done. So a great recovery to get the par. That does give Cedrik a chance. If he can get the birdie here to close the gap to 1. And like I said, that's certainly not over yet. He's still on 14 under par. A fantastic score. I think his record, what it said at the start, it was something like 13 under. So it looks as if he's on course to break his record here. Looking at the tournament, actually, he got 13 under in the loser quarterfinal B. I believe that's his record, 13 under. So even if he gets 2 pars, he will break his personal best here for Classic Resort. Really good stuff. Cedrik in an unfortunate position there with the tree. Yeah, the developers of this game were a bit evil with the trees. Some of the trees in this game are in very awkward places. Sets up. That's a great recovery shot. So let's just stay on 12 under for the par. With 2 holes to go, Epic's still on 14, Cedric's still on 12. So because Epic got the birdie on 15, he'll go first, Cedric second. And this is a really tricky, it's one of the toughest par 3s in the Classic Resort 18. Really tough one this is, as I said already, because of the wind. But also, as you can see, the mountainous green almost. That was a good attempt, but the ball has just rolled quite considerably past the hole. It's going to be a little tricky, this is. So this is for par. Oh, unlucky. And amazingly, that will be the first bogey of the match. The standard has been fantastic. To have gone this far without a bogey, really good going from both of them. So he just dropped back to 13, and that again gives Cedric another chance to close the gap here. If he can get the birdie here, it will be all tied on the last hole. And you can see that hill there really helped to stop the ball and also roll it down the hill and to give him a good chance for birdie. So this for 13 under, and to tie the lead at 13 under par. Epic can still break his record here if he can get a birdie. So his personal best set earlier in the tournament, 13 under par. This for birdie. Oh, and he gets it. The luck is on his side this time with the putts. So a 2-stroke swing on that hole. And now we are all tied on 13 under par. This is going to the wire. Epic's got 0 wind here. But look at Cedric. He's got a wind. He's got a north wind here. And of course, he does go first because he got the birdie. So he will go first. He's got a great eagle chance here with that wind. He's had some misfortune with bad wind RNG, but this time it's in his favour. A little bit to the side, though. He's got to take that into account. It's going to be a little tricky, but let's see what he can do. Oh, unlucky. Just overshoots it. He does avoid the bunker, so we've got a good chance for a chip in here. Still going to be really difficult, though, because as you can see, the goes downhill towards the hole. It's just got to be careful not to overshoot this, but he gets it. He's got it spot on, though.
Nice one.
Didn't put too much power into that, and that's where you've got to be careful with these downhill slopes. You can easily overcook it, and it flies down the green. So this is to have his final score at 14 under par. And he gets it. So 14 under par. So in order to go to sudden death, Epic will need a birdie. But if he can get the eagle, then the match will be all over. The wind's not quite ideal. Well, there isn't any wind. You really need a north wind to get that good eagle chance. Let's see what Epic does here. Is he going to get? He's going to play safe. Just stays on the fairway. Gives him full control for this third shot. Like I said already, so he needs the birdie for the game to go to sudden death. And that's a great shot. So this is for birdie, and the game to go to sudden death. Oh, that's a great clutch putt there from Epic. And that does mean we go to sudden death because they've both got the same score. So this is how sudden death works. They are going to play a random A course for 3 holes. So either Resort A, Classic A, or Lakeside A.
Bro, my heart's beating so fast right now, dude.
So like I said earlier, Cedrik already did a sudden death match with Tyler. Well, there was 6 sudden deaths required to determine that one. Well done, Epic. He broke his personal best set early in the tournament by 1 there. So his old record of 13 under, he's just done 14 under. So a new personal best for EpicCrossover. So now we're going to find out which 3-hole course they're going to play for sudden death. So like I said, Lakeside A, Classic A, or Resort A. And you can see, for the purpose of making sure that it's a fair draw, there are your 3 cards, Lakeside, Classic, Resort, into the bag, and he'll pick one at random. So the A courses... So the A courses are chosen rather than B and C because B and C has stronger wind, so wind RNG becomes more of a factor. So it's to make the sudden death as fair as possible. Oh, they're going to love that. So it's the one course they haven't played yet tonight. It's going to be Lakeside A then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So Cedrik will go first because of R8. He got the birdie. So it'll be Cedrik first, Epic second. Best of luck to both of you. As you heard already, I can imagine the nerves are jangling for both of them. Cedrik, as we said already, he's been in this position before in sudden death. That match went on for quite a long time, so he's very experienced with sudden death matches. He's got a really strong west wind here. Can it hang on to the fairway? Not quite. As you can see, he's got no obstructions in the way with trees. There is a bunker just on the top of the hill, but there's no trees. So we can still set this up for the birdie. Safely gets over the bunker. The ball's going to roll very nicely towards the hole. That was a great shot. Great recovery. Good chance for birdie. Oh, and again, just sneaks in. That was a great birdie there from Cedrik, so Epic can now go. So as what happened with Cedrik's last match, if they tie after 3 holes, then they'll play again, and so on and so forth until the tie is broken. So Cedrik opening up with the birdie. Epic safely on the fairway for his second shot. This looks good, and that's a good shot. Also has a good chance for birdie. Oh, the slope just pushed that ball a little bit too much. Unlucky there.
I duffed it.
Duffed it. It's certainly not over yet. So Epic is 1 shot down, but there is still 2 to play. And by the sounds of things, Cedrik a little nervous with this shot, but it does hang on to the green. Good shot.
On the green.
So this for another birdie. Gets it. So Cedrik now goes to 2 under par. Epic here. Got a northwest wind. He's just got to be careful here that the shot doesn't go flying over the green. But this looks good. Oh, just hits that fairway or that fringe twice rather than once. It slows the ball down a little bit much, but he's safely on the green and he's got a good chance for birdie again. Oh, and again, so unlucky. Just missed it on the left side. So assuming he gets this, he will be 2 shots down, but you never know what could happen. This is a very tough par 5, so we'll see what happens here. So if Cedrik gets the par, Epic will need to eagle. Of course, take your time. Of course, they're both going to be very nervous, and understandably so. Now, Cedrik has got a very decent north wind here. So it is a short-cuttable hole, if that makes any sense. So he can take the shortcut with this wind. But of course, it is a risky shot, that, because there's a whole line of trees separating the fairway from the green. So you can easily go out of bounds.
Nice shot.
So he is going to play it safe, and I don't blame him. If Cedrik can get the birdie here, then unless Epic can pull off an incredible albatross shot, which we haven't seen yet in this tournament, Cedrik would win the match. So Cedrik gets his birdie. It certainly gives him a great chance of winning the match, but you never know what could happen because Epic's also got a decent win for the shortcut here. So the albatross is possible. That was a great shot there from Cedrik. Just got to worry. There's that tree to contend with there because it's going to the east, this wind. That ball slowed down quite nicely there. Hangs on to the green. So this is for birdie, and this will bring Cedrik's score to 3 under par. So Epic would need the albatross to win. Gets it. So Cedrik finishes the sudden death on 3 under par.
I like to say GG, my friend.
So Epic's got no choice here but to take the shortcut. This has to go in. And even then, it would go to a second sudden death match. This has to go, and it doesn't look like it's going to go in. So congratulations to both players. Cedrik will advance to the next match. He'll go through to the loser finals, and he'll be playing against Cringe Daisy or Alaska, who are yet to play their semi-final A match. So well done to both of you.
I'm actually glad I'm out,
great
to be
standards.
But that was close and fun.
So yeah, well done to both players. So as I said already, unfortunately we'll have to lose EpicCrossover from this tournament, but he has played fantastic. He set 2 personal records in the last 2 matches, 13 and 14 under. So he couldn't have played any better. The standard has been fantastic. Cedrik will go through, and that's the end really. So thank you very much for watching. We hope to see you soon. The next match is going to be either myself or against Tyler in the winner final, 36 holes, or it will be Cringe Daisy versus Alaska in the loser semi-final A. But until then, thank you very much for watching and have a good one.
I'm just saying the better player went through.